Here we are. Hello. Hey. Party peoples in the house. There's 3 of us here. Three whole peoples. On Twitch, I look super extra bright. I don't know why. Weird.
You've just developed a natural glow.
Look,
perhaps from gamma
been
radiation.
In quarantine so long that I'm starting to glow in the dark because of how pale I am. That's just how it is.
Like some sort of
deep
sea fish.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Hi. This is episode 101 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. My name is Kyle Springer, and I am joined by Ignacio Rojas.
Hey, yo.
And Melissa Wilkinson.
Yep, the same.
The very same.
The one.
Exactly. Yeah, so we have something kind of cool planned for tonight that I'm sure we'll get to in just a bit here. We got some trivia stuff to do. But first, welcome back to the show, Ignacio. I think it's been a couple weeks since you've been on here with us.
Yeah,
or have you been on the Captain's Log? I don't remember.
Yes.
I know we tried to get you on there once.
Yeah, I think I was here at some point. But yeah, no, I saw you tweet that you and Melissa were going to do a trivia night, and of course, if you say trivia, I'm gonna come.
Oh, yeah. Do you try and go to many trivia nights and stuff where, like, at your school and stuff?
Not really, because I don't know if we have trivia nights here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You must have them. I don't imagine there's a country in the world that doesn't enjoy trivia.
Chile.
I mean, one thing is
Melissa, Chile does not enjoy trivia.
I mean, one thing is enjoying trivia, but something different is people organizing trivia nights, I would say.
Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It does seem like a good college town, like suburbs, white people thing.
Yeah, but you see, we don't have the same college culture here. Like you said, you have college towns, but here we just have colleges. We don't really have dorms anywhere.
Okay.
Dorms aren't, I think, here.
Oh.
So yeah, that's one of the things I liked being at the school in San Francisco, was that there you had more things to do inside of the college, not class related.
Gotcha.
Like, for example, there were different organizations putting up, I don't know, say karaoke or game night or whatever. We just don't have that here. Yeah.
Melissa, you are an avid trivia goer, participator. When was the last time that you did some, like, official trivia night thing? I asked you a few questions last week on our 100th episode, and that was fun. But that was just me, just like, I'm gonna ask her some random stuff.
Yeah.
When was the
My last
time
bar trivia night was March 12th. The last night I went out and did anything. And it was kind of like a nice season finale to trivia, because that's when our regular hostess, she was retiring from the position because she was moving away.
Gotcha.
So we had a nice goodbye party for her.
Okay.
Yeah, I look forward to returning to bar trivia.
Right.
Whenever that may be. Until then, I'll just do internet trivia.
Yeah.
I've joined the Discord, the Patreon Discord for the YouTube channel New Rockstars, which does a lot of nerdy superhero movie coverage. And we have trivia games on that Discord that are pretty fun.
Okay. Good stuff. I'm not much of a trivia person. I tend to not go out and socialize at social things. I was made for quarantine, so here I am.
Yeah.
Doing my thing, not getting a tan. Besides that, though, what have you guys been up to, Melissa? Have you watched any new cool movies? You baked something new? What's going on at La Casa de Melissa?
I did go on a weird little adventure last week.
Oh, okay.
I hear a knock on my door, and I open it, and it's a food delivery.
Were you expecting it?
Such an
I
adventure.
did not order it. I did not
Okay.
order it. I was like about to go over to my parents' house to like pick something up. So I knew like the only person that in my life that would just randomly order dinner to me would be my mom. And I was about to go to her house to get food from her. So this wouldn't be it. She wouldn't buy me bread co. Also on top of that. And my roommate was gone all day. So I'm like, oh, it's not like she ordered this to be waiting here when she got home. This is not my food. And I look at the sticker and it says it's a guy named like Jason Butler or something like that. Like, okay, that's none of us. I live on the 3rd floor of my apartment building.
Uh-huh.
I go downstairs. I look at the mailbox. That's not a name on our mailboxes. I go back upstairs. I look at the address. I'm like, okay, this is my address. So whoever this is, he typed something in wrong. He tried to put in his address, hit something wrong, and it became my address.
Sure.
So I knock on like the doors of the apartments around me to see if maybe it's one of them. You know, like I said, the name wasn't on the mailbox. So maybe this is like somebody's boyfriend who's staying over and ordered it under his name. Okay. So I knock on the other doors, like, okay, if you hit my letter by mistake, maybe you meant to hit another letter on this floor. None of them, it's not theirs. Then I go look up a map of the apartment complex, and then I have to check the building number. Because maybe the apartment letter is right, but the building number is wrong. And I'm like holding a map, and then I'm holding my phone looking at the keyboard. Like, okay, if you typed 6 by mistake, like what were you supposed to hit? Does that match up with any of our numbers? And so then so at this point, I've gone downstairs, I've gone back upstairs. I go back downstairs, I go to the next building. I go to that apartment up 3 floors, the corresponding letter. I knock on the guy's door. And I'm like, did you order bread cone? He's like, oh, I did. Sorry, I must have typed it in wrong. Then, because I had put the food in my own fridge so that nothing would happen to it.
All right, so hold on 1 sec. You didn't like answer the door, be like, yeah, sorry, that's not mine. You must have the wrong thing, and then shut the door.
Like they knocked in the door. They knocked in the door, left it there, and so by the time I opened the door, like there's not a delivery person inside. There's just food there for me.
Okay,
it's a bag of food and it's a frappuccino, which is precious, which is fragile.
Yeah.
So I put it in my fridge so nothing would happen to it. So then I had to go back to my apartment, get the stuff out of my fridge, and go back over to that guy's place. So I've gone up and down the stairs like 4 times.
This is getting
in
a
like
workout.
15 minutes. Because I'm
Nice,
like, this
man.
guy has to have his food. I can't keep his food.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, you could
No.
have.
It's easy, but it's wrong.
A little good, a little bad. Yeah, maybe a little bit of both.
No. Like, if you order a frappuccino, nobody orders that just like, I don't care if it gets here or not. If you order that frappuccino, you really, really want it. So I had to take it to this person.
Yeah, but you could have waited for that person to reach out to you and,
How?
I don't know, realize, my food isn't here yet. It's been more than 2 hours.
But if you typed it in wrong and didn't realize it, would you think later to really look closely at your address?
I would.
Be like, oh no, I typed it in wrong, and then research where is this other place I sent it to. Oh.
Weird.
I got some exercise out of it, I guess.
That's good though.
I ate some ice cream later that night because I felt like I earned it.
Yeah. I had 2 ice cream sandwiches a couple days ago. I bought some. I had some in my fridge, and it was just one night. I was like, I'll have one, and I'll sit down, and I'll eat it, and I'll be done. And then I was like, but I could have another.
Right. They're
Yeah.
little.
Yeah. They're so good, though, so I did. But my week was not as exciting. I was taking care of my roommate's dogs. She was out of town for a bit, so I got to hang out with the dogs. It was storming most of the week, and one of the dogs hates thunder and stuff, so he was just in my room just being like, oh my god, what is happening? The world is exploding.
Oh.
Yeah, so and there's still all of the protests going on, and so you can hear like going. Yeah, you can still hear like fireworks and things going off, and it just sounds like small explosions.
Oh, it's stressful for a dog.
Very much so. It's not even 4th of July yet.
Ah,
soon though, right?
Soon, yeah, in like a
2
week
weeks.
or two,
Yes.
something like that. So
Yeah.
Ignacio, what about you? Have you been up to something fun this past week?
Not really. No. I mean, like you, I haven't had anything eventful happening. It's been really cold lately.
Yeah, you and I have been playing The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's that, of course, but the way I play Last of Us Part 2 is that, and most of the games that I really interested on the story, is that I play them at night. That's how I prefer to play those type of games.
Sure.
So because of that, I don't think I've progressed fast enough through the game. Like, I'm sure you're so much further ahead than me if you haven't beaten it yet.
I've beaten it, yeah. I'm done with the game.
Okay.
I think it took me 33, 34 hours, but that was really slow. From what I'm hearing, most people are around like 18 to 24.
Oh no, I'm 12 hours in at most, and I've been very slow.
Okay, so yeah, you might be shooting for a time similar to mine.
Yeah, so I won't have it beaten for at least a couple of weeks.
Cool though.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Of course, I have school and all, but I don't know, this week hasn't been as heavy. It has been pretty light because since it's the end of the semester now, I've already ended most of my classes.
Yeah.
There are a couple that I still have, but I don't have anything to prepare for them at this point. So these last couple of days have been pretty light and very uneventful. So I don't have much to say about my life right now.
Go. Super uneventful lives. We are all living here in quarantine. That's kind of why we were like, yo, let's have some fun. Let's play some trivia. Let's
we
do
need
stuff like
content.
that. Yeah. No, so Melissa, you and I did a trivia night some months ago. It was like fall-ish 2019.
Yeah.
And we did that as a Patreon exclusive, which you guys can go check out. It's at our $3 tier on Patreon, which is patreon.com/the Whatnauts. I think this is one of the final episodes going up this month, which means we are also donating all of our Patreon money this month to the ACLU. If you guys want to join us on Patreon, you are more than welcome to. 100% of our cut will be donated. However, if you don't want to join our Patreon and you still want to donate, it would be fantastic if we inspired you to donate. If you could take a screenshot or something of your receipt and send that our way so we can tally up how much we made of that stuff. But Trivia Night, Patreon exclusive one, that one was a lot of fun. We've been doing a theme of games for the Captain's Log exclusives stuff. We've done that. We've played MASH, Mansion, Apartment, Shack, House.
That was fun.
Like, elementary school paper games with the, I don't even know what you call it. The like, what do you call that thing? That like paper thing that you like.
What, the cootie catcher?
Is that what it's called?
What, like the paper
what now?
foldy thing where like you flip up the tabs and then it tells you your fortune?
Kind of, yeah. It's that thing where you can like open it for
a cootie catcher.
That's a cootie catcher?
Yes.
That don't sound safe.
You didn't let them out, did you?
No. We let children play with
locked in there.
Yeah, so we've done some stuff like that. Some good fun times. But yeah, I thought it would be a good idea to eventually be like, let's just do an annual trivia night on the Captain's Log. And then last week, as I was asking Melissa some of these trivia questions that I came up with, I was like, let's just make it next week. The last week in June will be our annual trivia night. So yeah, here we are. First annual trivia night for the Whatnauts. I'm excited. So I think we each have 10 questions that we will pose to the group. I'm going to kind of keep score. I'll open up like a Google Doc or something. Let's see. New Google Doc. There we go. That works. But Melissa, let's start with you. We'll have you start off the first question of the night.
As the quiz master or the
quiz
quizzee?
master.
Okay.
So
All
how
right.
do we want to do the answering?
Yeah, are we gonna like bounce back? Like, am I gonna ask Ignacio 5 questions and then ask you 5 questions, or do you want me to rotate between you two?
I
would say we go against each other.
That's what I thought too. If you would just ask all 10 of yours, and me and Ignacio would compete.
Oh.
And then
I
Ignacio
like
would go next, and it would be Yo and me, and then I would go after that, and it'd be you, Ignacio.
So there's where my question comes from. How do we want to do that? Do we just say it? Because we cannot see you, so my idea was maybe pull up a piece of paper with the answer, but since we cannot see you,
I figure we say it, and just whoever the quiz master is at the time will say who they want the answer from first.
Okay, so we're gonna buzz in, and then we will be called upon.
No, so like Melissa, if you ask your first question, you'll be like, okay, let's hear an answer from Kyle. Which one do you want to go first? And then I'll say my answer, and then Ignacio will say his after that.
Okay,
and then you will
all right.
reveal the correct. Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. So then, like, if both of you think the same thing is right, do you both get a point?
Yeah.
Do we each get a half point?
Yeah, we would both get points.
Okay.
Both got
All right. This
so we
sounds
just
fine.
go alternating.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay, but we alternate who gets to pick first.
Pretty much.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Ignacio, you decided to join us just like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Which is nice. We're glad to have the company.
Indeed.
But I had written 10 questions themed for Kyle.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
But specifically, the theme was I looked up questions about the year Kyle and I were born in 1990.
Hey, 1990. There we go. Good
Okay.
stuff.
So I'm afraid, being several years younger than us, you
Doesn't
may
matter.
be at a disadvantage.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, all right.
Had it been
Hopefully,
the 80s, I would have had a better shot. But no, it had to be the 90s.
sorry.
Doesn't matter. Let's go.
It's 1990. There's a lot of there's still the spirit of the 80s alive and well here. Okay. Question number 1. In 1990, the 3 most populous American cities, again, sorry, Ignacio. In 1990, the 3 most populous American cities were, no surprise, New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago. But what city came in 4th place? Was it A, Philadelphia, B, Houston, C, Miami, or D, Seattle? Ignacio, do you got anything? You just have a
Houston.
favorite? What?
Houston.
You pick Houston. Okay, Kyle, what do you think?
Ah, man, I want to say Philadelphia because that's the one I think of just like in terms of importance. Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my first one.
That one goes up
That was
there.
my first
But I
guess.
think I'm actually gonna go with Miami.
Oh.
Party in the city where the heat is on.
Yeah.
Okay. The correct answer is Houston.
Ah, man, Ignacio got that. I'm
Take that.
not a true American.
Yeah, my reasoning for that
Now
was
you have to go live in Chile.
Yeah.
yeah. No, we have to switch places now.
You have to
Yeah,
trade.
my
I've been
reasoning
exiled.
For that, my reasoning for that was that, of course, Houston being in Texas, I thought there has to be a large Latino population.
Yeah, that
So
makes
that
sense.
probably increases the numbers. But yeah, then when she got to Miami, then it was like, but the same would apply for Miami.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, it's like it's a big city, it's a party city. There's summer homes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just
That too, yeah.
it
A lot of old people.
a lot of people in general. That was what I thought there. Okay,
Okay.
next up.
All right.
So 1 point for me.
Question 2. 4 of the top 5 songs in the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 1990 are from female vocalists.
Oh man,
What was the top male song of that year? Was it Blaze of Glory? Blaze of
Glory.
Glory by... the next video game you're talking about on crossplay,
Yeah.
probably. Is it Blaze of Glory by John Bon Jovi? How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Michael Bolton? Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe? Or The King of Wishful Thinking by Go West? Kyle, what do you think? Top
Oh,
male song
man.
of 1990.
Top song of 1990. I think I'm just out of sheer popularity. I'm gonna have to go Bon Jovi.
Okay. Ignacio, what say you?
How am I supposed to live without you?
Oh. All right. You are both wrong. It's Poison by Belle Biv
That was
DeVoe.
my second one. I was like, it's such like a specific genre though that I feel like
What
Bon
song
Jovi.
is that?
She's poison.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going
Poison.
for the one that I know, which is How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? So I thought, if I know it, then it has to be
Right.
up there.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, Poison would have made more sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Also in 1990 was the first time that a rap song hit number 1 on the U.S. charts. They'd previously, I suppose, charted well, but this was the first year it was number 1, uncontested,
Okay.
very top. What was this rap song that first hit number 1? Was it Can't Touch This by MC Hammer, Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice, The Humpty Dance by Digital Underground, or Just a Friend by Biz Markie? Ignacio.
Yeah. Can't touch this.
Okay. Kyle.
I feel like Humpty Dance was 80s. And don't think yeah. I think I'm going to say the same. Can't touch this.
It's Ice Ice Baby.
so close.
I don't know how we let that happen as a society. The first rap song to chart number 1 was Ice Ice Baby.
I was in between as Baby and Can't Touch This, but I thought Can't Touch This has to be more popular.
Yeah. I
Nope.
don't know when Can't Touch This came out though.
Oh.
I looked these up. These are all
They're all
1990
1990s.
songs.
See, I like
Yeah.
knowing me, I would have like done like, okay, this one is from 89, so that's why that's not the answer. This one is from 91, that's why that's not the answer. But, oh well.
After First Lady Barbara Bush criticized this sitcom as, quote, the dumbest thing I've ever seen,
Yes.
the mom of the show's fictional family wrote her a letter, and Barbara wrote back, apologizing for her,
Oh,
again,
she
I
did.
quote, loose tongue. What show was this? Now, this is a fictional character, not an actress, writing a letter to Barbara
Okay.
Bush.
Okay.
Yeah,
Barbara
what if I know
Bush
this
wrote-
show off the top of my head?
Barbara Bush wrote back to a fictional character,
and it-
and they mended their fences.
So Ignacio thinks he knows this one. So
Ooh.
Kyle, do you not know it?
I do not no. So
Really?
you'll have to ask me the answer first on that one.
Okay. I think it's your turn anyway.
Yeah, it is.
So the choices are A, Roseanne, B, Family Matters, C, The Simpsons, or D, Alf.
Oh God. Just at Yeah, I don't know, so I'm taking a shot in the dark. I'm gonna go with D, Alf, because we recently saw him in an episode of Mr. Robot.
Oh, I was gonna say no. We saw him at the Jeff Keighley's thing.
Oh yeah, he was on a video game thing recently. He was on.
Whoa, what is Alf playing?
Well, he was on like
Yeah.
I don't even know what you call it, a showcase or an event. But yeah, they were just like, oh, by the way, we've invited Alf to join us. He is going to be a guest host.
Reason.
And
Do
everyone
you know
was just
who's
like,
hip
what?
with the kids right now? Alf.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, no, of course the answer is The Simpsons.
Ignacio
my
is
next guess.
correct.
Man,
Why would you think Alf?
I don't.
Why would she
Nobody
write?
even knows that mom's name.
What would
The
she
hint
say
was
about
like, this
Alf?
is the stupidest thing that I've ever seen. And Alf is one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen.
Out of all these shows, The Simpsons was the most controversial one.
True.
Yeah,
What would
Marge
she-
simply.
Why would she say anything about Alf?
Because it's stupid.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Alf does not chart on a presidential level. But Marge Simpson wrote her a letter.
Tell that to Alf.
Barbara wrote back. And then years later, there's an episode of The Simpsons where George H.W. and Barbara Bush do move into the Simpsons neighborhood.
It's funny.
Yeah. Okay. In 1990, Marvel Comics published a sequel to the classic X-Men story, Days of Future Past, called, of course, Days of Future Present. The story stretched across the pages of X-Men, X-Factor, and New Mutants, but the story was also continued in what non-X title? Was it A, Fantastic Four, B, Spider-Man, C, Doctor Strange, or D, Daredevil? Ignacio, what do you think?
Can you repeat the options?
Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, or Daredevil?
Fantastic Four.
Okay. Kyle?
I'm going to go with Spider-Man. But to be honest, I don't know.
Ignacio takes it. It was
Ah,
the
man.
Fantastic Four.
Ignacio is killing me.
With all the questions written for you.
For you.
I don't know anything about the Fantastic Four. We just read issues 1 through
didn't know
10.
you.
We didn't cover the 1990s version of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we don't know them. We don't know what they thought about The Simpsons.
No, we don't.
The top grossing movie of 1990 was Home Alone. Director Chris Columbus had the whole cast sign which prop, which he still keeps in his office to this day. Is it A, one of the pizza boxes from the family dinner at the beginning of the movie? Is it B, one of the paint cans that Kevin throws at the burglars? Is it C, one of the plane tickets? Or D, Kevin's sled?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be other. No,
I think, Ignacio, you go first on this one?
no, Kyle.
Okay, Kyle, what do you think?
I'm gonna say the sled because I think that'd be a good souvenir.
Yeah. Ignacio?
Yeah, I was gonna go with the Michael Jordan cutout, but since it's not there,
Didn't make the
then
cut.
yeah,
would
let's
also
go with
be
the sled.
good. You're also saying the sled?
Yeah.
I would love to have a Michael Jordan cutout autographed by several people who are not Michael Jordan.
Right?
Yeah.
It's autographed by Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
You are both correct.
Hey,
and everybody
there we
signed
go.
that sled. Way to
Finally
go.
made it on the board. Finally, on like question 6 or something. Who knows?
On your round.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Continuing the movie discussion, what was the highest grossing sequel in 1990?
Good question.
Was it A, Die Hard 2, Die Harder. B, Look Who's Talking 2. C, Back to the Future 3. Or D, The Godfather 3.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which one of you was first? I keep forgetting.
Me.
It's Ignacio's turn.
What do you think?
Yeah. It has to be Back to the Future.
Okay, Kyle.
I don't know, man. Die Hard is real fucking good. People loved that movie. And I know people like Godfather. That's a good question. I'm going to stick to my guns and say Die Hard 2.
You are right.
Ha!
What?
I did it.
Yeah.
Eat it, Ignacio.
Oh. How did I gross Back to the Future?
I mean, they're all good choices, I think, except the, what was the second one you named?
Look Who's Talking 2.
Yeah, no one cares about Look Who's Talking To.
The original Look Who's Talking, I believe, did crazy well when nobody was expecting it.
Weird.
There are several Look Who's Talking
I
sequels.
didn't even know there was a first one.
Well, yeah, we're Baby Talks,
Yeah.
the film.
There you go.
Okay. So when I was looking up 1990s trivia, all these sites kept telling me this is when the Sci-Fi Channel began.
Oh, man.
And I thought, I should ask a question about that. But then when I went to look up specifically history of the Sci-Fi Channel, the idea originated in 1990, but it did not hit the airwaves until 1992.
Oh, man.
But I already wanted to ask a question about it, so here we are. What was the first movie shown on the Sci-Fi Channel? Was it A, Star Trek the Motion Picture, B, Star Wars, C, Blade Runner, or D, 2001 A Space Odyssey?
Ooh.
Kyle.
I'm gonna go with Star Trek. I feel like that'd be a good fit for starting off the its maiden voyage, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right.
Ignacio.
Yeah, I'll also have to go with Star Trek because since it's Sci-Fi Channel, of course, the most sci-fi movie has to be Star Trek.
I mean, they're all sci-fi, but
Yeah, but Star Wars is more fantasy. Star
They
Trek
did
is more
actually-
fiction. Science
They
fiction.
did actually go with Star Wars.
oh man,
You should have been on the advisory board. It's also odd because they had Gene Roddenberry on the board of directors for the channel. Like he was on their advisory board
funny.
until he died. The first image shown on Sci-Fi Channel is a black card that just says devoted to the memories of Gene Roddenberry and Isaac Asimov.
Oh,
But the first movie was Star Wars.
interesting. Huh. Okay. Good stuff.
Okay. The number one song when Kyle was born was Love Takes Time by Mariah Carey. I'm sorry, Ignacio, I don't know the number one song when you were born.
1998. Which one? Which song came out that year?
So the number one song was Love Takes Time by Mariah Carey. What character does Mariah Carey voice in the Lego Batman movie?
Oh wow!
Is it A, the mayor of Gotham City, B, Vicky Vale, C, Black Canary, or D, in a poignant flashback, Martha Wayne? This one's Kyle.
No, me. Kyle said Star Trek. Yeah. Vicky Vale.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that
Kyle?
one too, because I feel like she'd be on. I don't think I ever saw the Lego Batman film, but I feel like she would be on the scene as a crime was happening, and then somehow would get damseled and would have to scream and be like, ah, and it'd be some high pitched noise, right? And that's what Mariah Carey can do. So.
I did watch the movie, and I don't think that ever happened.
No,
I'm just making this up
that
as
would
I
make
go.
sense, Kyle. Mariah Carey is the voice of the mayor of Gotham
The
City.
mayor.
Oh,
Right. Anybody could have been the mayor. I don't know why they picked Mariah Carey, but I'm very glad they did.
Interesting. Good for her.
I don't think she sings or does anything musical. She's just the mayor.
Musical mayor.
Okay. Question 10 is not a typical question. There's only 2 options for this.
Okay.
It's an either or. 1990 saw the airings of 2 TV shows that are widely regarded to be some of the worst ever made. Cop Rock was exactly what it sounds like, a musical police dramedy.
Oh, God.
Puchinsky was the story of a cop who was killed and reincarnated as a talking dog.
Puchinsky.
What? Puchinsky.
Who in
One
their
of these
right mind thought that was a good name for a show? Guys, let's name it Puchinsky. Amy, what?
You know, it sounds like it could be a man's name, but also includes dog.
Yeah.
One of these shows aired only as a one-off special because they made the pilot and then the network was like, we're not making this a series. But we already paid for the pilot, so we'll just air this on a Saturday night. The other show did produce and air 11 episodes before it was canceled. So between Cop Rock and Puchinsky, which one lasted longer? Kyle.
Oddly enough, I'm going to say Puchinsky because I feel like it would be harder for them to make a musical every week, whereas we have a precedent for like using animals in film and TV shows and stuff like that. Whereas musicals to like actually write the music, I feel like is a lot more difficult.
Okay. Ignacio.
Yeah, I was gonna say Puchinsky, but let's go with the other one.
You're gonna vote Cop Rock?
Yeah.
All right, Ignacio, you are correct.
God damn it!
Cop Rock lasted 11 episodes. So, Kyle, that's very generous of you to think that Puchinsky starred an actual dog. Puchinsky stars a puppet voiced by Peter Boyle.
They didn't even get a real dog.
You need to go to YouTube and look up like the commercial for Puchinsky. It's like 40 seconds long. The whole thing is narrated by this guy who's like, you know, this guy was a hard-boiled cop until one day when he's killed in the line of duty. This guy's narrating the whole thing, and he's like, it's got action. It's got heart. And then there's this real crummy-looking dog puppet staring at its reflection in the mirror as Peter Boyle poignantly says, look at me. I've become a dog. It's gold. It's gold. But it only lasted 1 episode, and Cop Rock lasted for 11. And that was the 1990s.
ABC. Yeah, he gets hit by a car. They're having the funeral. They're like, well, that's the end of his story.
Till he comes back as a bulldog. I should say that these were the 2 among the worst American-produced TV shows. This same year, in England, they had another single episode of a TV show aired. It was a sitcom about Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun living next to a Jewish family titled Heil, Honey, I'm Home.
Good God.
All of these are facts. I made up none of that. 1990.
People are crazy, man.
Yeah.
Good on the 1990s, though. That was a good theme.
We did have Die Hard.
So currently, the score right now is Ignacio with 5 points. I have 2.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah. So I figured what we'd do is just tally them all up combined at the end of this. So we'll just keep going from there. Ignacio, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next and be the quiz master?
I can go next if you want.
Go next? All right, cool. Ignacio, take it away.
Okay. Let's begin. So yeah, I didn't have any theme. I tried to have a couple of the ones that of the topics you said. Either of you has strengths in, and also I added a couple of ones that I wanted to have in there.
Cool. That works for me.
All right.
So, question number 1: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Which planet comes next? Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune. Who's going first?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember the whole the acronym thing. Let's see.
So which one's next after Mars?
Yeah.
I'm ready to buzz in.
Okay,
It's up to you to
Melissa.
pick which one of us goes first.
Sure, Melissa goes first.
Jupiter.
Okay, Kyle.
Yes, Jupiter, because it's
Yes.
something. It's like my very I don't know. I don't remember what E stood for, but
My
like,
very something mom.
yeah, it was like my very something mom.
Energetic.
Just energetic or
Yeah.
something. Just made 9
Pizza?
pizza pies or something like that. So
Yeah.
Jupiter would come next.
Yeah, it was Jupiter. I'm glad you got it.
Yes, I remember something from like 3rd grade.
God.
Hey, Melissa is already on the board.
One
Both
of
of you are.
one.
Right?
Yeah. Well, that brings my total up to 3.
Oh. Okay. Next. According to Wikipedia, how many Scooby-Doo TV shows have there been? 9, 12, 14, 16. Kyle.
I'm gonna go with 12.
Okay.
Oh, I could count them probably.
Please.
Okay, we've got original.
Yeah.
Where are you? Pup named Scooby Doo. 13 Ghosts.
Is that a show
Ghoul Sc-
or a movie?
It was
That's
a
a show.
mini series. Ghoul School. I don't remember if that was a movie or a mini series. I don't know. Let's count that as something. There was What's New Scooby Doo, Mystery Incorporated, Be Cool Scooby Doo.
Rappy could be in there.
9,
no one
12,
likes
14,
Scrappy.
16.
I'm actually gonna lowball it and guess 9.
Nope. 14.
14.
Neither
we
of you
both
got
got it wrong.
Yeah, I
Again,
figured
according to
maybe.
Wikipedia.
Can you read them?
Oh, I don't have it open.
see.
We'll look them up later.
Yeah. Too bad there's not a device on which we could look up all of the information right now. The list of Scooby. Come on. TV shows. Television series. Yeah, it says 14.
Oh, yeah, I have it here.
Okay.
Oh, do you have it open?
I have okay, so television series. Yeah, there's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The new
Yes.
Scooby-Doo movies,
Oh,
which it says it's 24 1-hour long
okay, that's right.
There's the Scooby-Doo show. There's Scooby's All-Star Laugh Olympics. Scooby and Scrappy-Doo. Then there's a second Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show. Has the exact same name. And then it says the new Scooby and Scrappy-Doo show.
Yep.
There's the 13 the 13 ghosts of Scooby-Doo, a pup named Scooby-Doo, What's New Scooby-Doo, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated,
The best one.
Be Cool Scooby-Doo, and then Scooby-Doo and Guess Who.
Oh,
There you go.
so many.
So neither of you got it.
Womp, womp, wah, 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 wah.
Okay, next question. So, right now we all know Nintendo as a video game company, but as a company, it has been active for over 100 years. What was their first, or what did they start as a company of? A. Playing cards. B. A toy company. C. Managing love hotels. Or D. A taxi company.
So I think I know the answer to this one.
Melissa, you go first.
Playing cards.
Okay, Kyle.
I'm going to go with the exact same thing, playing cards. They've been a toy company, but I remember something about playing cards.
Yeah, you both got it. And fun fact, they've done all four.
Wow.
I want to know about these Nintendo love hotels.
I know, right?
Yep.
Talk about a rumble pack.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, you both got that one.
Man,
Okay, next one.
still thinking about the Mario Love Hotel.
Yeah. Okay, so which of these movie franchises has grossed the most money? A. Star Wars. B. Harry Potter. C. James Bond. D. Fast and Furious. Kyle.
I want to say Star Wars, but I wonder if Fast and the Furious has kind of snuck in there. I'm gonna stick
need
with
an answer.
Star Wars.
Okay. Is that?
Do you know if this data includes the Star Wars re-releases or original theatrical runs only?
I'm assuming it does,
No.
but I don't know for sure.
I'm going to go with my boy James Bond just because he has had 24 films.
Okay.
And I believe which perform well internationally. So I'm going to guess that cumulatively over the
Good choice.
50 years he's beaten out the others.
Well, it's Star Wars.
Oh, hey, I got it.
God.
Yeah, I had those in order.
Oh.
Okay.
These aren't in order of first, second, third, and fourth, but in that order they are one over the other one.
Wow.
Interesting.
So yeah, Star Wars and Harry Potter have both grossed more than James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That puts me at
Next
5, Ignacio. You and me are
Oh,
tied
nice.
right now.
Tied.
Ooh.
Okay, next one. Which of these DComs, Disney Channel original movies, had the highest rates premiere? The premiere with the highest rating.
Premiere, yeah.
A. High School Musical 2. B. Wizards of Waverly Place the movie. C. Camp Rock. D. Princess Protection Program.
Melissa, I think this one
This
is
one
you.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
High School Musical 2.
Okay. Kyle?
Yeah, I'm going to say High School Musical 2. That was such a phenomenon when that was out. I avoided it like the plague.
Kyle.
I've never
missing
seen
out.
them.
Yeah.
My head was in a different game.
You didn't have your head in the game.
I did not.
No.
Yeah, it's High School
We're
Musical
not
2.
all in this together. I'm leaving.
No, we're not.
Yeah, it's High School Musical 2, and again, those were in order. And in fact, those were first, second, third, and fourth.
Okay. Fine.
So yeah, Princess Protection Program is at fourth place.
Yeah, I've
don't
never
even know
heard of
anything
that
about
one.
that one.
My next guess would have been Camp Rock, but
Nope,
that's
that's
because I've
third
heard
one.
of that one.
Yeah, no, Princess Protection Program was a movie with Selena Gomez and
Oh,
Demi Lovato.
Gotcha.
that explains it. The two
Yeah.
big ones.
Cool.
Okay. Next one is a science question.
What?
Science.
Which of these is the temperature at which water boils under 1 atmosphere of pressure? 80 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, or 110 degrees Celsius?
Man,
Fun fact, this would be so easy everywhere else.
I know, right?
Other than
That's
the
like
US.
that's the funny thing is like I'm so used to Fahrenheit. But I'll be honest, I don't even know if I could tell you what it exactly is in Fahrenheit because I hated science. I'm gonna go with. Fuck, I don't even know if it's like hotter or colder. I'm gonna go with 80. That your
Okay.
lowest one, right?
Yeah, 80, 90, 100, 110.
Okay, with 80.
I'm going to keep it 100. I don't know.
Well, Melissa, you're right.
Hot dang.
Again, this question would be so easy anywhere else other than in the US. But yeah, no, it boils at 100 and it freezes at 0.
Okay. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
That's why Celsius makes more sense than Fahrenheit.
Whatever.
Okay, so Melissa got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one. Which actor has portrayed James Bond in the most movies? A. Sean Connery, B. Daniel Craig, C. Roger Moore, D. Timothy Dalton.
More is most.
Okay,
Or,
yeah.
Handy
Go.
mnemonic.
I mean, I have to trust Melissa
Connery,
on that
Craig,
one, but
Moore,
I feel like it's Sean
Dalton.
Connery. I don't know why.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I know it's not right, but still, could be.
So Sean Connery did 6 movies as James Bond. Roger Moore did 7.
Ah, damn it.
So Moore is the answer.
Timothy Dalton did 2.
2.
Yeah, I remember that. Like he did like 1 or 2, but then, like in my mind, Sean Connery has done the most.
Yeah, I also thought that before.
He might have had the longest time span, at least pre-Craig. His movies might have been more stretched
read
out.
This one, I'm not sure. I saw somewhere they had the answer of the longest time. Don't remember, but yeah, Craig would be the one with the longest time, I think. But Craig
Yeah,
has
it's-
only 4 movies out.
Yeah, unless they push back No Time to Die again, his run is 14 years.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Next one. Which of these cartoons was one of the original Nicktoons? A. We Are Real Monsters. B. Doug. C. Angry Beavers. D. Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah,
Kyle.
it's such nostalgia. I love all of those. What was original? What was original Nicktoons?
There were 3 Nicktoons at the beginning. One of these was one of the 3. One of the original Nicktoons.
I want to say Doug because that's I feel like the oldest,
Okay.
so it might be one of the originals. I don't know if it aired first on Nickelodeon.
Melissa?
I believe it is Doug, yeah.
Yeah, it is Doug.
Huh? Okay, there you go.
I think it's Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy.
Yep,
if I'm not
the
mistaken.
originals.
Okay,
Man.
question number 9.
Rocko's Modern
Which
Life
of
is good,
these?
though.
Yeah, for sure. I still haven't watched that new one that came to Netflix.
Mm.
Oh
I
yeah,
forget that
that's right.
It is a thing.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, question number 9. Which of these is the highest selling manga series? A. Dragon Ball, B. One Piece, C. Naruto, D. Bleach.
I think I know the answer on that one. So, Melissa.
I'm going to guess One Piece.
Okay.
I'm going to go with One Piece as well. That is a...
Damn, you're right.
2 pieces.
A phenomenon in Japan.
Yeah, no, you both got it.
Oh.
Yep. One Piece is number 1, Dragon Ball number 2.
Fun fact.
Okay.
I helped do some of the music for a documentary about One Piece.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, last question. How many generations of Pokemon are there? A. 7, B. 9, C. Oh, wait. A. 7, B. 8, C. 9, D. 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. How many generations of Pokemon have there been? Or are there?
I think I should know this, especially since Sword and Shield just came out this past year. I think we're on 9, but I'm not sure. I'll stick with that though.
Okay.
8?
Okay. So we got the first one. Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova. There's one more. X and Y. There is Sun and Moon. So that's 6, 7. And then we got Sword and Shield, 8.
Ah, damn it. The Melissa got that one.
Yep.
Okay, Melissa, that puts you and me tied at 8 points. And Ignacio is not far behind with 5. So, you go. Okay, that was the last one of yours, Ignacio?
Yep.
Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Here goes round 3. I can pull up my notes. It's not like I committed these to memory. Okay, this first one here is a little bit of St. Louis trivia, so it is geared towards Melissa.
Well,
In the 1904 Olympic Games took place in St. Louis along with the World's Fair, but the Olympics were originally slated to take place in another U.S. city before St. Louis stole it. What city were they originally going to take place in that year? Was it Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, or Boston?
Who goes first?
We'll go with you, Ignacio.
Okay. A. Chicago.
Chicago, Melissa.
I think it may also be Chicago.
And you would both be correct.
A.
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, it was originally planned to be Chicago, and with the World's Fair kind of happening that year, they were just like, hey, let's make this as big as and like as loud as possible and see if we can get them to get the Olympics here too. And they did. So
It was a disaster. The 1904 World's Fair had a lot of very important, beautiful things and a lot of just fiascos.
like when you look up St. Louis trivia, there's so much just about that year of like the World's
just
Fair,
the
things that
foods
were invented. Yeah,
at the World's
right?
Fair.
Yeah.
It's just waffle cones.
Yeah. They invented ice cream cones. I think I saw one there about iced tea. Like they invented iced tea there. They're just like, let's put ice in it. And they're like, haha, we did it, iced tea.
Midwestern ingenuity.
Right? Yeah. Hopefully Ignacio knows this next one. Melissa might not. We'll see. Chloe Bennett plays a character by the
Ooh.
name of Daisy Johnson on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, during which she finds out she is she is one of the Inhumans and has superpowers similar to that of an earthquake. What is her superhero name? Is it Tremor, Rumble, Shake, or Quake? Melissa.
Okay, I know this one, so I think Melissa should go.
Trimmer is the only one that remotely makes sense as a cool superhero name.
Okay. And Ignacio?
Wow. No. Quake.
Quake indeed is her superhero
Quake.
name.
Yep. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., a great show everyone should watch.
I don't know anything about it. I know Coulson's alive and he drives a car.
A flying car named Lola.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it
Let's
got
say not anymore.
ruined. Okay. This one is also maybe a little geared toward Melissa, but I think Ignacio, you can get this one just based off of luck here.
Okay.
In the television
You
show,
can get lucky.
in the television show Mr. Robot, the main character
Yee.
Elliot has a pet fish named after which computer term? Is it WASD, QWERTY, Pixel, or Dvorak? Ignacio.
It's QWERTY. Oh
Okay.
no.
QWERTY.
I will give it to
QWERTY.
both of you. I will give it to both of you there. It is indeed QWERTY. That one.
I'm just excited about that fish.
Yo. Right? Did get to see that fish again in season 3, which Melissa, you and I will be talking about this weekend on the review show.
Yes. Very excited.
Yeah.
Too excited.
Indeed. Okay, here we go. Next one. I hopefully you guys both will be able to get this one. In the second Avengers film, Avengers Age of Ultron, Tony Stark introduces the Hulkbuster armor to help fight against the Hulk gone wild. The code name for this armor shares a name with another iconic comic book character. What was the code name for this armor? Was it Martha, Veronica, Thunderbolt, or Cheryl? Let's go with Ignacio on this one.
B. Veronica.
Veronica. Melissa.
Yep, it's Veronica.
It is
Yeah, it is.
indeed Veronica. Yeah. Betty and Veronica.
Did you-
Bruce Banner is in
Did
love
you
with
just-
Betty Ross.
Did you just pick a lady's name, or is there some important Cheryl that I'm not
Cheryl
thinking of?
Blossom. Another one from Archie Comics.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is Veronica because, of course, the Hulk, Bruce Banner, his girlfriend is Betty Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct?
So Betty and Veronica.
Yep. What's the opposite of Betty? It's Veronica.
Yep.
The duality of woman. The two kinds we come in.
Exactly. The blonde and the brunette. Okay, here we go. Here's a James Bond one. James Bond has found himself in the arms of many women across all of the James Bond films. In which James Bond film was he actually married? Was it From Russia with Love, Diamonds Are Forever, Octopussy, or On Her Majesty's Secret Service? Melissa.
Great. None of the ones that I've actually seen.
Whose is this?
We'll start with you, Melissa.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Okay, Ignacio, what one do you think it is?
Sure. On Your Majesty.
On Her Majesty's Secret
Also.
Service is the correct one. There you go. Well, I can already tell you that I have lost. Right now, Melissa is in the lead with 11 points. Ignacio is not far behind with 9. And I am stuck at 8. So 8 is all I'm getting. Next one. We're going back to Mickey Mouse. Originally, Mickey Mouse only communicated through whistling, laughing, crying, etc. But he never spoke any actual words. That changed in 1929 with the animated short The Carnival Kid. What were Mickey Mouse's first words? Was it, look out? Was it, wanna dance? Was it golly gee willikers? Or was it hot dogs? Ignacio, we'll go with you.
I'm gonna go with hot dogs.
Hot dogs, okay. Melissa.
Important. I don't actually know this. I'm gonna guess wanna dance.
Wanna dance. Ignacio, you got the point. His first words were hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, you started with the 3 ones. I thought it was hot dogs, but then when you started saying the multiple choices, I was like, wait, is it hot dogs?
That's so
but yeah,
funny.
You got that.
He goes from hot
Golly
dogs
gee
to...
willikers were my
I heard you
first
say something
words.
about the door to darkness. In Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, there you go. The close race. Melissa is still at 11. Ignacio is catching up with 10. I know Ignacio knows this next one. Melissa, I think you'll be able to get this one too, though. At the end of the show Dragon Ball Z, we meet a character named Oob. Which character is Oob a reincarnation of? Is it Bobbity, Deborah, Boo, or Mr. Satan? Melissa, we'll go with you because I know Ignacio knows this one.
Is it Boo because Oob is Boo spelled backwards?
Ignacio?
No, it isn't. Nah, yeah, it is.
It is Boo, indeed. Yeah, that's it.
God damn it.
It's not Satan spelled backwards.
Well, if you say Satan backwards 3 times when the lights are off and you're looking in the mirror, you know.
You summon him.
Yeah, right? You summon the Oob. Okay, here's one I don't know if either of you will know. The characters from Friends go through all kinds of relationships and relationship troubles.
Yes.
How many times was Ross divorced? Was it once, twice, 3 times, or 4 times?
Twice.
Hey, Melissa?
I know he's trying to talk Rachel out of divorcing him so he doesn't have to be divorced 3 times because he's scared that's all it's going to say on his tombstone. Ross Geller divorced 3 times. But I think she does make him go through with it. So I think the answer is 3.
3 indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. Melissa pulling away a little bit here. Ignacio, there's 2 more left. You can tie it up.
Okay. Sure.
In the 90s, Ignacio just in the 90s, Nickelodeon began airing original sitcoms as part of their programming. Clarissa Explains It All is a well-known example. Was it Nickelodeon's first sitcom, second sitcom, third sitcom, or 4th sitcom?
What? You're not giving us the other names. We just have to guess its order in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beans. I can't name another one. Oh, I can't. You look at that and you look at Hey Dude. I can't tell which one is older from looking at him. I'm going to say it is the oldest.
Okay, so you're gonna say it was the first one?
Yes. First, Clarissa is oldest. Dudes come later.
What year did you say?
I just said
in the 90s.
In the 90s, Nickelodeon started doing this, yeah. Was this the first one that aired, the second one that aired, third one that aired, or the fourth?
Let's go fourth one.
Fourth one? Neither of you get the point.
Ah.
So it looks like Melissa will keep her lead and win.
What were they?
The answer was second. Melissa, I don't know how you knew the first one, Hey Dude. I've never even heard of that
Hey
show.
Dude was older.
Hey Dude was the first one, yeah. And then Clarissa Explains It All was the second one. I've never even heard of Hey Dude.
That's the one where it's a little wild and a little strange when you make your home out on the range?
Yeah, no.
What?
And then you grab a horse, you come along, because you can't catch a ride if you can't hold on.
No.
And then they say, yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay what, you may be asking? Yippee-ki-yay is what the cowboys say. Till the break of day.
No. We're shutting that down right now. Okay. Ignacio, you have a chance to at least close the lead with this one. Because you might know this one, Melissa. I don't know if you'll know this one. Shortly after Pokemon, Digimon rose in popularity. In what form did Digimon first debut? Was it a card game? Was it an anime?
Repeat.
Was it?
I already lost. It's repeat.
Was it a manga or was it a digital toy?
Digital toy. I already lost.
Digimon, digital toys. Digitoys are the champions.
It was a digital toy. It was like a Tamagotchi knockoff thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a knockoff. It was sold as a Tamagotchi for boys.
Right, yeah.
Basically.
Exactly.
It was a Tamagotchi for girls?
I mean,
no.
It was more geared towards girls, I think, or like girls ended up liking it more, but...
Yeah, I mean, that was the original pitch. The Tamagotchi for boys.
Yeah. I will give you guys both that point. So, Melissa, you ended up with 14 points. Ignacio, you ended up with 12. And I am the...
Wait, 12?
Yeah, you got 12
I thought I was one behind.
You were at one point, but then
but then their friends...
Melissa expanded her lead there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Melissa is the winner of the first annual trivia night here at the Whatnauts. You go, Melissa. How do you feel right now that you have crushed us beneath your feet?
I feel victorious. I'm glad my trivia skills haven't run dry. I want to thank you guys for providing me such good James Bond content. I did see in the Discord when Ignacio was like, hey, I'll join. And Kyle, you were like, cool. Consider writing some questions for Melissa. She likes Marvel, Disney, James Bond, and vampires.
Look, these are...
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong, but it's just like, these are basic things to go off of. Just like, go in that general direction.
Yeah, that's it. That lives in St. Louis, and you have the 5 key points.
The Infinity Stones that will summon Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Good stuff. That was fun. That was fun. Now, Melissa, in the Patreon one that we did, we played for a pizza bet, and I won that one. So you owe me a pizza. Do we want to change that and be like, hey, it cancels out? Or do we want to say that me and Ignacio owe you a
Wait,
a
whoa,
pizza?
whoa,
We'll
whoa,
each-
I don't
we'll
want to.
each-
I don't want to
Whoa.
make Ignacio work with international.
No one told me
currencies.
we were playing for steaks.
I don't want him to order me Domino's from Chile. I don't know if that's even gonna work.
That's not how we would do it. He wouldn't call from Chile and be like, "Hello, can we get one?" That's not no.
Let's just say we're even.
Okay.
None pizzas.
There we go.
Left beef.
None pizzas indeed. Yeah, that was good. That was fun. Thank you, Ignacio, for joining us, for hopping in there at the end.
Hey, you're welcome. It was a fun time.
Exactly.
I got to beat Kyle, so that's at least something.
All right. Enough of that. You don't need to rub it in, okay? But yeah, we had a blast. Every year, I guess from now on, last week in June, hopefully this will be a new tradition here on the Captain's Log. So be on the lookout for all of that stuff. I know also in Halloween we have another tradition where we go through past episodes of the Captain's Log. We take the titles and try to make horror stories out
Well,
of
it's
them.
not necessarily the titles. We last
The
Halloween
stories.
we looked back at all our various anecdotes throughout the year, like all our this crazy thing happened to me once stories, and we're like, what if these were spooky stories?
Yeah.
Let's make this into a campfire tale now.
I had one about the mysterious poop.
Yeah,
It was actually an alien. It was good stuff.
that was a good one.
So we are starting to make some traditions here at the Captain's Log, and I'm very excited for them. A little bit of more housekeeping before we go here. If you guys did not know, we have multiple podcasts here at the Whatnauts. Mentioned that Melissa and I will be covering season 3 of Mr. Robot on the review show.
Yes.
We're also going to have a guest on that, and one of our Patreon supporters, Jack, will be joining us. Jack was also on our episode of the review show on Parasite, the Bong Joon-ho film.
Familiar voice.
Yeah. So she will be back on the show with us. Ignacio and I also host Crossplay, our video game podcast. We will be recording that tomorrow. Whew, we got a week to talk about. There's been all sorts of stuff happening this week. But yeah, you guys can go check out more information on our website, thewhatnauts.com, or your favorite podcasting platform of choice. If you guys want to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is where you can do that. Like I mentioned, closer to the start this month, we are donating all of our Patreon money to the ACLU. And I believe that is about it for housekeeping right now. Ignacio, where can the people find you on the internet?
Well, they can find me on Twitter at Ignacio Rojas B. That's IGNACIOROJASB. That's my name.
Oh, and Melissa?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Wilkywit. That's WILKYWIT.
You can find me at Yo Kyle Springer on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys want to stay up to date with our shows, we are at The Whatnauts on Twitter. Go like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff. You guys know the deal. I think we just made it to 75 subscribers on YouTube. So we are pushing to 100. If you guys can help spread the word and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would be fantastic. But I believe that is about it. So we will get out of here. We'll be back next week for episode 102. This has been the Captain's Log. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
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 Thank you so much for checking out our podcast. We hope you enjoyed that one. Let us know down in the comments below your favorite random fact that you know about something. Maybe you know that giraffes don't have vocal cords or something like that. Let us know a fact down in the comments below. And in the meantime, go subscribe to our channel, which is right up here in this corner, and go watch one of our other videos right down there, because we got all sorts of stuff for you to check out, and we hope you enjoy those ones too. That being said, we will see you guys next time. Bye.